Alright, so let's be honest. This is day 5, and for me, it's going really well so far. I think it was a few days ago or yesterday that I watched a little bit of porn, but I stopped myself and I recognized that I was watching it, and I'm just gaining a little bit more awareness around my actions and when I'm in the hot state. Um, so today I was learning on Fortify about withdrawal effects, because obviously when it comes to any addiction, when you quit that addiction, you're gonna have things that are happening within your body that might not feel so good, because your body is used to getting that drug. So when you quit it, when you stop using that drug, you're gonna get all these chemicals and all these potions happening in your body, and then that might actually encourage you to go back to the addiction. And this is basically what they were talking about on the Fortify app. They were talking about that there can be good side effects and there can also be bad side effects. So some of the things that I've noticed with pornography after I quit it, like the first time ever, when I went up to like day 4 or day 5, I was feeling a lot of energy, I was feeling happy, I was feeling enthusiastic and clear. And I kept on doing that, and maybe eventually I got to a week or 2, and then something was off. When I got past like 2 weeks, I was kind of feeling lazy and tired, and I was feeling depressed also, and I was feeling a lot of anxiety. And I was like, wait, isn't me quitting supposed to benefit me and help me in life and make me feel good? And then I kind of questioned this whole thing, like, why am I even quitting if I'm gonna feel like this? But the thing that I didn't recognize is that there's withdrawal effects, and I was just ignorant about this, and I was like, this is not working. And then maybe I went back to pornography, and I did this many times, because what happens is you start not to feel so good, and then because you don't feel good, you get these thoughts about like why quitting is not such a good thing, why maybe you should go back to it, why actually maybe masturbating helps you out or watching porn helps you out. And so these thoughts kind of pull you back in, but they do it really in a subtle way, because your subconscious, it knows how to pull you back into addiction, in a way that you won't notice that you're being pulled back. So it's very important not to get attached to these states or ways of feeling after you quit for a little bit, because like the data proves that after you quit for like a few months or maybe up to a year, you're gonna start to feel great, you're gonna have a lot more energy, you're gonna feel a lot more clear, and life is just gonna be much better. And the first few months or so, there might be withdrawal effects, you might feel like shit, but it's very important to have this stoic mindset where you're not getting attached to the highs and the lows. You see the goal in the future, and you're like, okay, I'm aiming towards that, and maybe I feel like this or maybe I feel like this, but I'm still on the path to quitting this thing. Other man. And back to the thoughts, so you might feel certain emotions, but then you might get certain thoughts that kind of persuade you to come back to the addictions. Some of the thoughts that I got, like, that pulled me back, or things like, just one more time, let's just test it out, I want to see how I feel if I go back, or it won't hurt, it's only once. So those were that pulled me back into the addiction and away from the addiction. I've been having like more positive affirmations that are coming out of me to kind of move me away from this addiction. And I think this is because I've been trying to quit for many years now, so I've developed this kind of resilience. So some of the positive ones are: I don't want to be a man who sits at home and masturbates to people he doesn't know or to pixels on a laptop screen. I don't want to be like the other of hundreds of men sitting behind their laptops and watching this thing. You know, I want to be like a man of strength, and I want to be a man of courage, and I don't want to sink back into something that's so easy. Or are you a pussy or are you a man? You know, sometimes I get that in my head when I'm watching pornography. And then like one important one that I usually get is like, do it for your siblings, do it for your girlfriend, do it for your mother. You know, you want to be better and you want to show them that you're better. So yeah, those are the things that I got from this lesson. So basically, yeah, just, you know, notice that there's going to be withdrawal effects. Actually write them down. So what are the good ones that you might feel, what are the bad ones, so that way you're aware if they come up or if you've ever experienced them. And make sure that you don't get attached to these emotions and that you just aim towards your goal. And also write down some thoughts that maybe you got, some negative ones that pull you back towards the addiction and some positive ones that take you away from it. So that's it for this journal challenge thing, and see you in the next one.